Right, so my first experience going up to the London Marathon as a supporter, going up to watch my boy Big Red Olafia. This is him getting his number inside. We go in there and it's quite a cool little event. Lots of little running gear set up. Obviously different companies, different charities are there. And kind of just a really good build up to the day. There's PD getting his photo in front of the route, yeah. And then this photo is really cool. Belief powers change. Such an underrated statement. This was us the day before, going for a little light run to keep the legs fresh and ready to go. And then this is us on race day. We're going to go catch the train with Ollie and Pete there, who's running. Ollie running with him. And then here we go. This is at the start of the event. We go and drop Pete off. We can only take out to a certain part and then we move on. So this is them going. That's Pete and Ollie running together, high-fiving. Keep it going, boys. Let's go. There's PD looking good, looking sharp, ready to go, nailing the run so far. Then my experience as a supporter is awesome. So this is one of the first corners at the 6 mile mark. People come running around the corner and you just cheer. You don't even know them, but you just cheer. Support crew for the day is me. Shanta's the commander. She was on it, making sure that the runners had what they wanted. Then Elaine, Ollie's wife, also nailing it. And then Ames, Pete's sister, just big support. So this nurse, I mean, I can't believe someone ran the marathon like this, but they did. Saw them at the end too. More on this later. And then this is what it's like running as a supporter, not running, well, sometimes running, sometimes walking through the substations. If you're claustrophobic, just be prepared for this. But it's all good, it's all part of your day. Here's what they call a bus. I thought it was a literal bus, but it's not. They run with a time on the flags, and if you keep up with them, you will get that time in the marathon. Really cool. Obviously Star Wars fans, there's a stormtrooper. I can't believe that person ran in that. Later on we'll see a Chewbacca too, which is really cool. There's a Teletubby, and obviously we were at the mark waiting for Pete and Ollie just past the 13 mile mark with some shakes. It was a hustle to get here, but we made it all good. There we go. There's the support going wild. It's lovely, honestly. It's so cool to see. They still stuck together the whole way. They didn't plan on necessarily doing it, but they just did. They got each other through it. Here's a few kisses, a few photos, sharing some shakes, just a bit of fuel to keep going. It's all according to plan. Honestly, it was so cool. Even though you prepared for things to not necessarily happen, like if we couldn't make the station, it was all good. It was all well prepared. You can see the runners in the background coming back past the same spot for the 22 mile mark. And in order for us to get on this side of the road, the train station drops you off at the other side, and you've got to hustle to get to the underground passage that brings you under the road to this part. So all things that you kind of have to just with improvise, adapt and overcome, as they say. And off the boys go. Look at them go. Back for us supporters, back through the subways. It's okay though. Now the pressure's off. We just have to get to the finish line with a few hours to spare. Lovely. Finish line, I'm looking forward to character development. Here we go. Examples of people in costume running the whole marathon, and look at them still going. Can you imagine running a marathon like that? So we're at the 600 meter mark, and we'll see a photo now that shows the board facing the wrong way. Cheers to whoever set that up. So we then became the 600 meter mark shouters, necessary for some runners that need just that little bit of distance reference to see how far they go. That guy ran to the weight vest and a sandbag. Honestly, the point of these is if you don't believe that you can achieve something, just remember, like, these people started somewhere, not running necessarily with massive things on it, but they found a reason. Here's a little Chewbacca. Ew. But they found a reason to be able to run. So they're running for something. They've got an emotional buy-in and they can achieve it. So can you. If you want to try the marathon, if you want to try running, just remember, like, you can do it. I mean, it's about time, excuse the pun, that something like this came along and you see what it's like. You can run it plain clothes, you can run it in an outfit. Like, he's running in a dog outfit. Do you know how hot that must be? This guy's running for rhinos to bring attention to poaching, rhino conservation. It is so cool. I would highly recommend just coming to support if you haven't. Here's Peter and Ollie crossing the line, hands held, awesome. Connection, doing it together, nothing more satisfying. And a well-earned collapse on the floor. We can't walk anymore. It's okay. We don't need to. You've just run a marathon. I mean, it's a hell of an achievement. This photo here, you can't do it without your support crew and then the others. So what a cool bunch of people. What a great day. Please make an effort to come and watch the next one. Thank you for listening.